Hello everybody, welcome back to another video, and today I have something really exciting to show you. So with the carpet mod that we have on our server, we have a tool called the auto crafting table. Now the auto crafting table is basically, let's show this here a little bit. We have a crafting table. Oh boy, I'm not good at this today. Okay, so if we have a crafting table there, right? We have that there, we have that there. Basically, put an item in the chest, get put in the hopper, and then it's going to get put into the chest automatically, and it's going to fill from here to here, then here to here, then here to here. So if you were to put in stack crafting tables, you'll see how it fills up. Then, let's say you have a viable crafting recipe, such as maybe iron block. So you put an iron, and then fill up that, put that there, the iron block out. Pretty simple. So what we can use with this concept is a rocket crafting system, because rockets, let's be honest, are quite a pain to craft. It's gunpowder, paper. If you don't need paper, you need paper or sugarcane, and so on and so forth. This solves that problem, and this thing right here can actually be used in a ton of instances. So one of those could be, let's say I just want a small setup, putting gunpowder in one chest, putting paper in one chest, and putting gunpowder in the other one, and have it craft up rockets for me. That's what this thing can do also. Or, let's say you want to craft mass quantities of rockets, put in shulker boxes of gunpowder and shulker boxes of paper. That also works. And the only downside with this thing, actually, and I just broke some of the thing because I had a fast left clicker on for some reason, is that you don't have shulker box collection at the actual crafter, so you need to take all the items out of the crafting table with a water stream, and then put them into a shulker box later. This one here is 24 times hopper speed, so obviously I'll get into that in a minute about how you would collect all that, but yeah. So it's also very simple. It just has an on-off switch. It has, for the most part, hopper locking. We're locking this hopper and that hopper. I thought there was one more somewhere else. Oh yeah, no, these two hoppers here are being locked. So the majority of the hoppers are being locked. Pies by maybe 2 or 3. But it's pretty good. Obviously, this isn't hopper lock because that's kind of pointless. Well, this isn't pointless, but it would be to do. These hoppers get locked. So there's, for the most part, it's very lag friendly. The only laggy part is the hopper minecart that's in here, and we have to have a hopper minecart to reach the 3 times hopper speed, because, well, you can't just take 3 times hopper speed out of a crafting table with nothing. So let me explain how this crafting system works. And I designed this a long time ago, and it still works really well today. So the way it works is you have 2 chests. You fill the one with gunpowder or paper, and you fill the one with paper, or bleh, the one with paper and one with gunpowder. Pardon me. Then you unlock the hopper, or you unlock this block right here. You don't have it powered, and then these hoppers are free to unload all their items into here. Now, if you have this tuned pretty good, you'll have paper in here, gunpowder in that chest, or in this hopper, and then once they go into here, they're just going to fill up those 2 slots. And once that happens, it just creates a rocket. So once it goes in there, then they'll have 3 rockets here. Then the hopper minecart will suck them out really fast, put the 3 rockets into 3 different hoppers, 1, 2, and 3, and then they will put them all into droppers. One of the droppers is being fed at double hopper speed, and one of them is being fed at hopper speed. Doesn't really matter for this, but it's easier that way. And then as soon as all those get cleared out, within the same tick that they all go into their designed hoppers, we're gonna get 2 more, and then we take those out, put them in hoppers, take them out. Just goes on forever. So I can do tick rate 5, make it very slow. You can't even see the atoms going in so fast, but it is working. So another thing we need to have, that's very essential actually for the thing, is this system here, which is basically just an AND gate. So let's say you had this completely filled with paper, but this only had 1 gunpowder in it. Obviously, if you were to turn it on, then you would only get paper in here, and that's just going to create more paper, suck up paper, put it in here, break the shulker box loaders, and that's not really good at all, really. So this system, pardon me, completely gets rid of that. So it detects if one of these is empty. So if one of them runs out of gunpowder, or one of them runs out of paper, it will retract this piston here, and it will power this redstone line, which in turns, actually that should be set to 6, which in turn powers this redstone, which locks the hoppers, which stops it from crafting at all. And that's pretty useful. And yeah, you can see all the items coming out. Obviously right now, it's tick rating, so you're going to get really low speeds. But yeah, for the most part. Let's turn it on. This piston extends. We get a conveyor output here. Locks that. Oh, pardon. Also, I think we lock... I thought we locked one more hopper. I don't know where it is, though. But yeah, so... There we go. Okay, so let's see if I can replicate this. So if we have this one only has 12 gunpowder in it, that's obviously going to break the system. So here we'll have empty crafting table. Turn on the crafting system. We'll see we get them crafting. That's going to run out. As soon as it runs out, stops the system completely so that it doesn't even craft any rockets. And that gets rid of the fact that we have no gunpowder. And yeah, there's even a gunpowder store here just for safety reasons because, well, yeah. The system's actually really reliable after my testing. I've worked it for 24 hours and nothing broke. And the main reason I actually designed this was to be 4 wide tileable. Now, the crafting system itself is 3 wide tileable, but we need to have a system here to actually pulse this dropper. And the reason we don't have the observers like there is because that would lock this hopper here, and it would also be flashing that dust, which we don't want. But it would be locking this hopper, which would mean that it would become unreliable at loading at times, and we really can't have that. That would be insanely bad. So we power it from the side. It does make it one a little bit bigger, but that's kind of what you have to go for. I might change it around so that we have some system that powers a block that's underneath it, but I don't know. It's still, I think this is good. It doesn't need to be extremely small. It just needs to be this. I've been working on a 1 wide tileable rocket crafter, but I have not gotten that to work at all. So, yeah. So here's the practical use for this. So if you needed, for some reason, 2 million rockets, this right here could do it in 5 hours. 2 million rockets in 5 hours. That is ridiculous. This is 225K, I want to say. So if I just turn this on here, you're going to see all those pop into place. And it takes just a second here. Reset that hopper. So the one up there is counting the items. And you can see just how fast the rockets come in. But yeah. It's insane. There's no timing, no flashing dust for the crafting system. It's all just pure based on pushing the items into the crafting table and then taking them out extremely fast. Has a really reliable on-off switch that just locks the hoppers completely. And yeah. So obviously in your world, you might not have shulker boxes of gunpowder and shulker boxes of paper, so you might not need the shulker box motors. But you can just have maybe 2 modules here. Maybe they just look like this, but with the top half cut off, so I can kind of show what this would look like. Turn on fast clicker. probably looks something like this. This is a one module version, and obviously it's a lot smaller for sure. Also, you don't need to have this system here. You could just have a chest here. That works completely fine. All the items will get fed into it at 3 times hover speed. But yeah, I definitely prefer the dropper option because it gives you the fact that you can collect them all in shulker boxes, which is definitely more useful, I think. So yeah, here, let's just fill this up with gunpowder here because it's empty. If I can get the gunpowder into my inventory, that would be nice. But yeah, these things actually work really reliably. So turn on. Here I can just show the speed of this without the counters. So this is one module working at 3 times hopper speed, and you can see just how fast rockets come in. It's already fast. But with this design, you can reach some even crazier speeds. It's gonna take a minute because it's so long. Once you start to get up to the full speed, you realize how fast this thing is and how many shulker box loaders you would need to collect this many, or even chests. This would fill up, oh god, almost 2 double chests of shulker boxes an hour of rockets, which is ridiculous. But yeah, and this thing's super practical for most worlds. It only requires a little bit of redstone material, some shulker box unloaders if you have the shulker boxes. Literally a lever on-off switch, almost full hopper locking. It's all dropped out in droppers into water streams, so you can collect them at the end. It's just a super practical system, and you can probably, my inventory is completely full. But yeah, this thing creates a ton of rockets, along with these smaller ones. I think that if you have carpet mod on your server, ask the server owner to turn on auto crafting table. If they're not okay with that, obviously, you can't really do this. But you can do it in single player, maybe with carpet mod. Just use a fabric loader and load up carpet, extra carpet, and or scarpet, I guess, or carpet mod. There's a bunch of different variations. But yeah, basically, if you just have carpet mod, you can just put in hoppers, point them into chests or the crafting tables, and they'll get crafted into whatever item you have. Obviously, if you wanted to do a 2x2 recipe where it's like that, like that, it would be pretty hard because you couldn't really, you just have a filler item here, and that gets a little bit complicated, but I'm not going to get into that because I'm not too smart with that type of system. I've only really done simple crafting like rockets, paper, and like very basic items, so no 2x2 recipes. But I know that it is possible to get like a one-way tileable version with movable tile piece, but you know how it is. But yeah. So if you're looking for a practical rocket sorter or rocket crafter, this is definitely for you. It can craft rockets extremely fast, 3 times hopper speed. This one's currently empty, isn't it? Yeah. But yes, this is what it would look like if both the chests were empty. These would both be put on the redstone, giving a signal to the target block and turn it off. I guess you don't really need a target block here, but you know, you don't at all, actually, because that's just gonna power that either way. But yeah, I don't really have too many things to say about it. I'm gonna leave a schematic to this version right here in the description. All you have to do is input a shulker box of gunpowder into either one of the slots, so it doesn't really matter. You can put gunpowder to this one or this one, but you have to, at the first time you use it, you would decide which ones. So you'd say you want all the left ones in the module to be paper, and on the right ones to be gunpowder. You just want to make sure that your hopper minecart or chest minecart got filled with the right item before you did that. But yeah, so I don't know where exactly it is, but before this, we actually had a crafting table district somewhere. Not that. Here it is. So this is where I designed most of the crafting systems for the other world, or for the other systems. So this was the 5 wide tileable rocket crafter, the first variation of this. Then we had the 3-wide tileable hopper speed, which is really nice, but it's also really not great. It works perfect, but it's a little bit annoying to use because it's pretty slow, and you don't really have a visual outlook of how much it is. It's only 4 times hopper speed, this module. This one's 8 times hopper speed, but you know how that is. So, yeah. I worked on a 1-wide tileable one, but I don't think that's anywhere here. Yeah, here's the attempt at a 1-wide tileable thing. It did not go well, let's just say that. The N-Gate version, the dustless one, and the dust one. So this one's tileable, this one's not. But, yeah. So, if you have any questions, leave them in the description. Feel free. I'm always open to questions. I love answering the questions in the comment section. So, really, if you have any questions, just shoot me a DM. Really, you can add the Discord for the NSMP. I'll leave that in the description as well. But yeah, other than that, thanks for watching, and have a good day. Bye.